What's good, y'all? It's Rob Wavy. Today I'm gonna show you how to make wavy R&B loops for artists like Bryson Tiller and SZA. Let's get into it. Alright, so here's the finished loop. Alright, so the first thing I started off with was this pad. Here's the MIDI for that. I'm in D minor. I went with a 1-5 chord progression. Alright, so for effects on that, I have an EQ cutting a lot of the highs and the mids and a lot of the lows. Then I have spaced out on the Take My Pad to Outer Space preset. Alright, so the next sound is the same pad, but I made a couple changes. Over here on the volume envelope, I turned the attack up a little bit to make it duck in a little bit more. Also, I hit Alt A on my keyboard to arpeggiate it so that it gives it a little bit more movement. Here's what it sounds like. For effects on this, I have halftime. I turn the FX knob over here all the way to the left. And I also change it to 4 times. EQ cutting out the highs and lows and ducking out some of the mids. Another EQ cutting out more of the low mids. Then I added a fruity limiter and I turned the gain up to make it a little bit louder because all the effects made it really quiet. Alright, the next thing I added was this vocal. Alright, for effects, I have delay. I turn the time knob up to 16 and turn the mix down. I added a fruity flangus on the default preset. For Holla Vintage Verb, I changed the color to the 1980s, turned the decay down to about 1.7, and turned the mix down to around 25%. Then I have Fruity Flanger on the default preset. I just turned the mix down to about 60%. I have a Fruity Stereo Enhancer to make it a little bit wider. And then I have an EQ cutting out a lot of the highs and a lot of the lows. Next thing I added was this bass one shot. I didn't add any effects to that. Then I add a little bit of vinyl crackle. And then this texture. Once I had all my sounds, I took all of them except for the bass and I routed them to a mixer track and I threw RC20 on it. I put on the Vinyl 3 preset. I just turned the noise off and turned the gain down a little bit just to make it a little bit more vintage. After that, I rendered the entire loop out and I routed it to a mixer track and I turned the stereo separation knob on mono. That makes it sound a lot more vintage. And that's how you make R&B loops with SZA and Bryson Tiller. I hope you learned something. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know whatever kind of videos you want me to make. Alright, peace.